February 24th, 3:12 p.m.
Back
Wright
at the
Company Law
office.
Offices.
That shit got so heated that they couldn't control the courtroom. Damn. Yeah, okay.
It's a way of life, you know?
Fight broke out. Someone threw a chair.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright.
Now I'm upset.
I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know.
Did they? They did. I was wondering because I was like, oh yeah, they don't add profiles. They don't tell you when profiles get added. They tell you when evidence gets added, but people just show up as you go.
Serial killer responsible for the SL9 incident 2 years ago was given the death penalty.
Just wanted to live a quiet life.
Weird that we see this square, but then they would show us the face.
In his, but also,
I wonder if this came before we saw the face. I don't know.
Well, I don't like. There's a lot of questions about what we're seeing, but like one thing is, we were told there was a wrongful accusation. You know, is that written down anywhere, or was that just in the exchange of details? I feel like that hasn't been committed to any evidence just yet.
How old is Gant? Does it say?
Oh.
Just out of curiosity.
That there's evidence forged, not that there was a wrongful accusation. Excuse me. Yes. Okay. Right. It was Angel Star. 65. Woo. He's up there. Yes. Right. Yeah, okay. I think, I was just hypothesizing. And then we were rolling with it. But yeah, things like that don't get marked into your notes anywhere, because I guess they're not relevant to the current case.
Right.
But she said, evidence was forged, and then, was there a sentence that I zoomed in on that led me down the wrong path? Was it because she said something like, evidence was forged and a man was executed because of it, or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a sentence that, like, I might have, like, taken the bait on.
I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
What did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Yeah, okay.
So he's going after, like, everyone associated with this unit? What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
Lana was listed too. I didn't see that one coming. Except for the notes on the file. Yeah.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage.
Dark.
But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then,
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out.
Oh my
Suddenly,
god. Yeah, right.
A bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
Permanent picture. Oh my god, you're a witness, but you didn't see the actual act because of the lightning? Is that it?
I don't remember the moment when
Oh
Dark
my
stabbed Mr.
God.
Marshall.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So you weren't able to testify about that.
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up. You mean provided bogus evidence? A fabrication? Had your team make that one? It was fiction? It didn't happen? That one was false? A complete fabrication.
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth.
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started.
Okay.
The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault.
Right. Okay, so it's less the evil cover-up and more her motives and then thus her guilt that follows. But then what about the rest of the fucking department moving around it?
If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. The rumors.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same.
Mm-hmm.
She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Now you're part of the system. A cog. What did you see in the instant when the crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Right before he got stabbed, he made a remark about his yee ass haircut. I don't think Dark liked that very much. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl for rightfully calling out his stupid onion head.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Nana was cradling me in her arms.
The last words Marshall said were, "Kick, punch, it's all in the mind." Phoenix, what do those words mean? Poor Emma, you've been through so much.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
And she was like 14 at the time then. 2 years ago. Yeah. You must have been 14, that's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator.
To prove shit happens.
I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? By the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why'd he run all the way to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana, that was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Oh. Did she get promoted because she played the game?
So regular detective to top dog.
And then the results, everyone else gets cleared out. Except for one. By the way, check that shit. Check 'em.
Don't forget it. I'm a defense attorney. February 24th, detention center, visitor's room. Lana!
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
Whoa! But, Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Oh my god.
That sounded crooked.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of given the protagonist's faith to the team.
Yeah.
But no, she's really saying it. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lock her up. Lana. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Oof. A lot of revelations were uncovered in the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Again. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Okay, well, drama aside. Yeah, alright, save it for a telenovela. The fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder in the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife?
Accurate, except my face was not that emotive.
Lana, I don't understand.
Lana! You are in the danger zone if you don't tell me the truth.
Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing.
Oh! Damn! Shit!
Okay, that looks badass.
Fuck! God damn it, they look so cool!
Yeah.
Oh!
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
They're giving off aura! There's aura off on the surrounding their art! It's not just like the poses. You can see the fucking crime solve energy. Holy shit! Damn, okay. Also, he wasn't his suit's a little more plain at this point, right? He hasn't fully powered up yet. Like, doesn't he have the extra trimmings on his?
Oh, I would need to see. I'm not sure.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like maybe I'm just remembering more detail.
Oh, he's
on
not
him.
Slayer on it.
Slayer, yeah. There's the big cross and all the other stuff. I was like, I was like, he has a cross, right? I didn't just make that up and think Slayer all the time.
Yeah.
Because I honestly was about to be like, dude, did I just imagine a cross on him? No, he does in fact. Yes, that's what I was. Yeah. Strong art, and she's all Lisa with the scarf. About to fucking crack some Hammond and kill Bison. Chief Gant. He was the deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? Damn, walking up to the case, visual calculus. Here's what happened. Explains it, turn, muffler toss over the shoulder.
Freeze frame.
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
to gain experience investigating crime scenes. So you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more of this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. That's a weird lateral move, though, eh? Like, from, chief of police versus basically DA. From detective, you're jumping diagonally.
Yeah.
Two years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and same investigations. They even had the same office. Damn, this is such a before the fall kind of portrait of like the crew, the class above,
Yeah.
While you're all the scrubs that are like new, getting ready for your tournament arc. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Well, we led a team of who we had at the time.
Wow. Shade.
Slim pickings. But we did what we could. Detective Goodman. Despite the name, not very good. Whose case it was. Jake Marshall. Skin in the game. We felt sorry for the guy. Felt sorry for the lad. Gave him a bone. Angel Star. Someone's got to cover lunch every day. Who better? Crushed it with the lunch table. The spread was immaculate. You had to see it, Phoenix, I'm telling you. And every once in a while, we handed them a map and let them point at it and make a call or two to feel important. But make no mistake, right now, the three of them, they're ordering a pizza together. She's on the call, she's looking at the,
The menu.
He's picking the location and deciding on the fastest route. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was a serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. And he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us, Phoenix, it was in the notes. Read a book. Motherfucking book.
First one of the scene.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Drake.
Whoa. Strike two.
It's one letter.
Strike two.
It's one letter. Ref? Ump? It's one letter.
I think you might be the OVO pilled. Brain.
Projecting? Or far sight future seeing? Am I simply looking too far into the future? Did you hear it was a RICO case?
A what?
RICO.
No?
RICO, as in like the thing that they created to take down an entire mob by association, right?
Okay.
In The Sopranos, when he's like, fucking RICO. It's the I forget the acronym, but it's like for an organization to be taken down altogether, you can claim RICO when you're filing a case against someone to basically go like, there's an entire connection between this person and a conspiracy with co-conspirators that are involved as well. And the Drake filing was apparently under RICO. So he's like, not only did the song hurt me,
wow,
but there's a conspiracy between UMG and everybody to make me look bad, and to claim that I didn't do that. I did things that I didn't do, but I planted that by telling him that I did, though, because we waited a week.
Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.
There you go. Every time you hear about a gang getting taken down, or you hear about like a big build-up case where they're like bringing in the whole group and charging everybody, they talk about hitting them with a RICO case.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
you're going to see that in modern large gang cases, and or again going back to Sopranos shit even, you know. And
I'm learning.
it's hilarious because it's an extra bitch made step
Yeah.
in the process, because it's like it's an even bigger deal, and I'm seeing he's got Pepe Sylvia fucking corkboards on his walls.
All the string.
The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then he fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. By the way, I don't know if you've ever seen those, like, there's like channels where they have interrogation footage and stuff like that. Like they have like crime interrogations.
Like the policeman with the criminal asking questions and trying to be chill about it.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, there's like I think like JCS and Explore With Us and all these different pages or whatever.
Okay.
But there's one of them where the dude gets up when the cops leave the room and just starts kicking the wall and kicks a hole through the drywall of the room and runs out of it. Like, not through the door, just
through the wall.
Raw through the wall.
Running through the walls and...
Did not kick a stud. Managed to avoid it entirely and then just right out. It was crazy, dude. Like, I don't know what kind of fucking...
Survival of the fittest, man.
I mean, drywall is pretty weak, but like, yeah. Absolute batshit. Juggernauted.
That's where you found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
Oh boy.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. Huh. In the back. And then broke off.
Yeah, they broke that knife.
The knife broke.
Yeah.
The button ejects it because it's like a switchblade, and it was cracked. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had been passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark.
Huh.
During the struggle, it seems Marshall struck... Motherfucker, I wish this game had a log. This sucks. I wish I could go back to a log. I really want to go back to Angel's first discussion about this. We were led to believe that capital punishment occurred.
Oh,
that's not what happened.
Hard to find, huh?
Yeah, no. We were like, I felt like...
Do you remember what she said?
No, no, because that's why I'm talking about the phrasing of it, because I was like, I remember like thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder if she's implying that the false evidence led to a false accusation. But I think we're kind of seeing that like a false evidence led to a real accusation, but there was no actual case, right? So, okay, let's see. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and oh, never, fuck, okay, never mind, sorry. He's not dead. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident, just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live with the rest of their lives, with their memories. That case might just not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. That office Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at that chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder.
Ooh la la.
Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside court. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved. She's insane. She's completely insane.
Lana.
Your own fucking defense case, you absolute loon.
How is she gonna be cleaned of these allegations? You know? Like, yep, we forged evidence, we did what we had to. Did you now?
Because the bigger crime being concealed will make that seem like nothing in comparison.
Necessary evil?
Not even, just trivial, I would say.
Wow.
77777.
Crime washing. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kinda quiet around here today.
You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right, can come back here later. How's the book coming? Must be one of the detectives. Mumbling something to himself.
That's it. The villain used a time machine. Very clever indeed. That would explain the alibi. The future might not be so far away after all.
He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel.
Still.
The villain showed up in the Old West with a bunch of Uzis and stole all the gold.
Genius.
That man must be the chief of detectives. He's staring at the screen, so it's hard. So hard it might shatter.
What? That case may have been fabricated. That's what I thought all along. I just never bothered to tell anyone.
Hey, Chief, can you believe this? Hey, guys, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
I can't believe this shit.
Yay! Now there's a guy who cares about his work. Say the line, Vicamar.
Might as well ignore it. February 24th, PD entrance.
Howdy, Bambina.
Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. Never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? Should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where you headed? Me and old Blue here are gonna head off into the sunset. Only partner,
Dusty trail.
only partner I ever trusted. Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. Maybe it's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth of, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting that steak lunch today. Yeah. It's like over a dead fam. But on the dead homies, you did pull a knife out on Meekins, and
An officer.
that, yeah, sure. But like, and like, I get it. It's Meekins.
Wow.
But like, that's kind of crazy, dude. I mean, we were all thinking it,
Yeah.
but you don't actually do it. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. Wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts were reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound that the victim sustained.
Oh.
What does that mean? It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. It did not break in him. However, in the report that was finally submitted, possibility had been erased. Couldn't believe that shit. We thought we knew what was going on. Middle of the case, updated autopsy report.
No. The classic move.
I swear to God, I never unloaded so much lead into a piece of paper. The facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that SL9 incident left behind.
Literal. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around, goddammit. I had just been a detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
Are you sure he didn't get the looks too? How old was he, your brother?
27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? It's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
No way.
Interesting.
What a coincidence. Drizzy, baby.
Huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Gotta keep that same blade. Gotta keep it wet. Can't let it dry off for too long, you know? Can't put it away until it's tasted blood. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. The star was fired. I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. How about Detective Goodman? They did something to him too. The commissioners would get suspicious. Nope, they were careful enough to not be too obvious. They.
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gantz and Lina Sky.
The chief of police?
The investigation lead, Damon Gant. His second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of the duo. The case was the biggest step in both their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yep. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. He'd never been the same since she left.
Huh?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentioned it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. Never found out. Not a secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth ain't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Oh, he popped it open.
Mm-hmm. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina.
Is it his first time opening it like that?
I think he just got a refill. If that was either him opening up a fresh bottle or opening it up for the first time.
Yeah. But what?
I don't know.
Was he really posing?
I don't know.
Straight from New Hampshire?
I mean, damn. I can't believe, like, he didn't walk away almost like on his horse with a little adios, you know, like holding the hat up, you know, and Amigo.
Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
Gotta find all the answers by tomorrow.
This rope, is it?
Yep, he laid it out. Yeah, okay. So we're not gonna point out the weird pose it's in. I think it's just there for dramatic effect. Nor is Marshall going to weigh in on Angel Star's incredibly stupid testimony.
Or maybe it's actually like his legs and just a massive donger.
Oh! Goodman rolled like that. Under the jacket. I see.
Under the trench coat. Where are we going next?
Jesus Christ. just fucking Marshall walking up to drop the card on the ground. Just, whirled into a burning ring of fire. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
wow. Hey now. Woo!
Okay. Oh, and I'm out of here.
Come on now. God. Gosh.
Put that gopher away.
What the hell? What in Sam Hill? And it burns, burns, burns. Yeah. We have to go through here to get to there. This is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Ah, thanks. He actually talked to us.